Hello and welcome to my fourth Zwift race. This is stage 4 of Crit Club and it's the Neokyo Crit course in Makuri Island. So keeping up with the theme of various tech fails on my videos, I did capture myself riding with my laptop's webcam, but iMovie crashed at the end and it didn't save the video. And my heart rate monitor kind of wigs out towards the end of this race as well. That's quite annoying, but there's nothing I could do. But at least the game capture is a lot better on this video, so small victories. Typical race start here, it's high power right out the starting pen. And I actually started a little later than I have done in previous races, winding up. I've been watching a lot of racing tips videos, and one suggested that you might not need to go as hard as soon as you think you do. There's actually like a second or two after the counter reaches 0 before you get to start. So I didn't start pushing until maybe actually I think it's like 0 seconds to go here. We'll see. It's probably a bit too late, but it's definitely nice to know about that there's a second or two after the counter reaches 0 before you actually get moving. And so as well as being a bit lazy, winding up for the fence drop, I think I was also a bit lazy for the first few seconds of this as well. So I'm doing like just under 300 watts, just over 300 watts, and I realised that I look at the map in the top right corner, the mini map, and I can see a break starting to kind of happen. And I don't want to. I can look ahead and I can see it kind of fragmented a bit up there. It's kind of strung out a bit. That fire trail happens, and then there's a close the gap warning, and that kind of wakes me up into action a bit. So I put down a little more power, and I manage to catch back on. So crisis averted, but lesson learned. Don't fall asleep at the start. I skipped ahead to the start of the third lap to talk about another thing that I picked up from watching race tips. And in one, it said that breakaways need to get a 15-second gap on the group if they're going to make that breakaway stick. And I'm not sure how hard or fast that number is. In the video, the woman was using cat A's to demonstrate. So maybe it's 15 seconds for cat A's and tends to be a little less for B's and a little less for C's and for D's and so on. But I think I've been too quick to think anything in the past has been a breakaway in my previous races. And it's probably better to be able to tell which ones I need to go after and which ones I don't. So as this one doesn't really push beyond a few seconds, I didn't waste much energy chasing this down. I just kind of kept with the front, tried to make sure that a pack wasn't like easing off too much, but I wasn't kind of chasing them down. And there was like a moment where I did start to think, oh, maybe I got this wrong, and maybe you do need to close this down. Maybe it's different for crits or something, but yeah, I stick with the plan, and it works out in the end. So so I'm not sure how much store you should set by that 15-second number, but I think like 2 or 3 seconds. Don't really worry too much about it at that point. So I'm on the third lap now. I've moved through to the third lap, and I've been trying to really concentrate on picking a spot to maybe take a crack at having a sprint from, and I was keeping an eye on the distance and the time from various landmarks to the finish line. And by this lap, I was pretty sure that I'd found a place to do it from, and it's this archway right here. And if nobody attacked before this, then I was thinking when we get here, I'm gonna make a move and make a dash for the finish line. So I'll skip ahead now to the final lap, and here we are. We're like a kilometer out of the final lap, and someone does actually make a move here. And on my left, you'll see the fire trail on the floor where someone who's used a ghost power up is making a dash for the finish. And I figure if he's got the minerals to keep that up for that duration, then best of luck to him. He deserves first place. And if he doesn't, then maybe if I just stick with the group, maybe we'll catch him. Either way, I've got a vague plan and I'll vaguely stick to it. And so also worth saying, I don't really consider myself to have potential to win. So if this guy takes it, I'm not too bothered. I'm just happy to get in the top 10, get as high in the top 10 as I can. And so now we're coming up to where I want to make my sprint from. And I've got this ghost power up here, which I don't think I'm a powerful enough rider to really make the best use of. And I don't know if it even works for me here. You'll see I'll fire it off, and the countdown and the icon like almost instantly disappear, and my avatar just flickers translucent for a second, and then it's just back to like completely solid. So now I think, okay, time to make my move. And I actually go a little bit earlier than I thought I would. and I'm going absolutely bananas for me. But I was feeling pretty good, and I look up and I'm like, wow, I'm in third place. And that's the guy who went off the front earlier there. And I pushed past him, and I'm like, wow, I'm in first. But then these guys like they're absolutely gunning it. And I actually thought the guy in white, I thought the guy in the white jersey, I thought he pipped me on the line there. It looked to me like he took it. So I hop off the bike, and I'm trying to kind of filter the results to look at just the Cat C results. But Zwift has been a bit buggy since the latest update. It doesn't respond kind of very well on my PC. So, but the scrolling with the mouse is like super buggy. But eventually it works, and yeah, somehow I managed to get first place. I was like, really stoked with that. I did not expect to win, so like super happy. And I was really happy with my numbers at the end there too. I managed to keep 9 watts per kilo, even up 10 watts per kilo for a bit. But for like the last 20 seconds, my average was 9 watts per kilo. So that's really cool for me. I was a bit annoyed that the webcam didn't, like, it crashed at the end, and the heart rate dropout was the most annoying bit. I wanted that to work, obviously. But yeah, win, like super stoked, first win. So next week is Glasgow's Crit City course. I'm really looking forward to that one. That looks like a really cool course, and I'm hoping that I can kind of that plays to my strengths a bit. So I'll grab a video of that one too. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching.